Good evening, my lovely patrons of the Pro Baseball Experience, and welcome to the Major League World Series. I am so happy to be here. It feels like it's been forever since I've stepped into this booth. I am happy to be streaming for you all here today, as we have some crazy storylines for this game. But of course, I'm not alone here in the booth. I'm joined by a man who has stepped up his game and has hopped into the booth a few times. He was with me last season, and he has some skin in this game. Mr. DonMarcus, how are you, my friend?
I am excited and nervous at the same time. This is unexpected, and it's good to be back in the booth with you. This is going to be a routine for us, isn't it? World Series? Hopefully, the routine can include the sloths a little more often, though.
Yeah, it might be a little bit of a routine. I mean, I don't mind sharing the booth. It's a lot of fun. It's like some good energy here, and of course, the biggest story here is the two teams that have made this World Series. You have the Indianapolis Apex coming in as the number one seed. They hadn't been to a World Series in 19 seasons when they last won it all. 19.
That is a long drought.
That is a very long drought. But they're here. They're looking good. And then on the other side, you have the San Antonio Sloths, who barely squeaked in to the playoffs and somehow find themselves 4 wins away from holding a title. They're first in 13 seasons.
And let's just say the clubhouse has been ecstatic that we made the playoffs, and then we beat Toronto, which was impossible, and then we took out OBX. So us to be in the World Series is a miracle. And facing the Apex is going to be, this is an unexpected matchup, I think, all around.
Who knows how this series is going to go. There's a lot that could happen. We'll see what kind of chaos we're dealing with in this little stream here. I know we had some crazy action last time. We had to get 7-game series.
And an extra inning. Didn't we? Or 2 extra innings, I think? I can't remember.
It might have been 2 extra innings, but it went down to the wire, 7 games for Toronto to clinch their very first World Series. So it's, who knows? We could be seeing a first of a team that finished under 500 in the regular season take home their championship, or we could be seeing a team that hasn't made the World Series in 19 seasons. Almost 2 decades. That's probably, what is that, that's over 2 real life years.
That's
since the last time they'd won the World Series. So, and I guess,
yeah, I believe this is the first time a sub 500 team has even made the World Series, if I remember right, in the pros at least. I had read that somewhere.
Yeah, it's a little more common in the minors with 6 teams making it, but in the majors, it's almost unheard of.
Crazy, yeah.
But
it was a chaos year, though. So
absolute chaos on this stream, for sure. All right. I guess we might as well get right into it. Prediction is up. It's a simple one. Who's going to win game 1? Starting the series off with a bang. As we go into the little play menu.
Ooh, it's actually a little closer than I expected for the prediction. So yeah, 37 to 63.
Well, OTP doesn't seem to think it's going to be very close.
No, no, it's I mean, statistically speaking, the Apex have a huge advantage, but we know how the playoffs go.
Anything can happen in a wild series.
Yep, you make it in, that's all that matters. After that,
it's the regular season doesn't matter as soon as those playoffs start.
Yep.
But the crazy thing is when you're looking at these matchups and seeing how these teams have fared against each other, there's some people who have had some good success on both sides. Though some players may not be having as much success in the playoffs. I know at the beginning screen that we saw there for the World Series overview, a lot of San Antonio's hitters are ice cold these playoffs, or at least not what you would think of.
I won't say who is at the bottom
statistics.
of the list, but he's in the booth with you with an over 15 against the Apex this year. So.
Well, you're batting in the 2 spots, so don't worry. That's where my player batted in the minor league World Series. And while I was listening to that, it didn't sound too good on my end. So hopefully you'll fare a little bit better.
Let's hope that the streamer jinx doesn't hit me tonight.
Hey, the first time I ever won a World Series, I was in the booth, so.
We will hope, but I'm just hoping for a good game.
But I've also been in the booth for a lot of World Series, so it could be a little bit before you see the ring.
Yeah. I can always hope.
All right. Anything you want to bring up before we get this first game started here?
Not really. Just this is the underdog story of the season for sure, and probably underdog season for the last 10 seasons. I'd imagine this is quite a Cinderella story. So will Cinderella make it to the ball or not? That's the question.
Or will the clock strike midnight?
Exactly. So this is going to be fun. Oh yes.
All right. I guess, do you want me to lead in, or do you want to lead us in on this one?
Go ahead.
I'll
take the end. Yeah.
We are here, Game 1, Season 47, Major League World Series. Start things off, Bartholomew Brown hitting against starter for Indy, Stun Gun. All right, as we begin here, Game 1. First at bat here going to be a grounder over to second for out number 1. It'll bring up DonMarcus. He gets a hit into right field. There's a 1-out single. Zane Cold. Little looper. That's going to drop into left. San Antonio has 2 on with just 1 out here. Dribbler to short to second to first. It's a double play. They turn it a little bit scary there. Got 2 runners on, but no fear. The defense picks up Stun Gun. Here, Chicharon DePollo, your starter. Oh, and that's a great diving play out there by Brown. Oh, that ball launched out into right field, and that one will go. Jew the Jew going 382 to right. And the Apex take a 1-0 lead. A good little reverse there as DePollo is going to strike out Slammer after giving up that home run. A dribbler in front of the plate, but that's going to get away. Catcher throws it. First baseman can't handle it. And Fernandez finds himself on second. That ball dropped into right field. Arm is waving around. They're going to change places. It's an RBI double for Curtis McKenzie. Gabriel Catcher Scudder. Grounder over to second for out number 3, but Indy will strike first. A solo home run and a double scoring. A player who reached on error there. 2-0 as we go to the top of the second. Leadoff walk here, Antonio Fresca. Oh, that one hit to the third baseman, and it bounces off, and one cannot corral it. It's a fly ball, left field. Will be caught. No advancement there. Fly ball into center. Not going to go for a tag play, just a little bit too shallow. As O'Sullivan Jr. is going to go down swinging. Bottom of the second. San Antonio's getting some runners on, but cannot get them around thus far. Bellet Cove will go down on strikes. Umpire said he offered on it. Milligan, oh, that's going to get past the left fielder. Drops in for a single and goes underneath his glove. Milligan finds himself on second. Nakamura, that one's going to go into the gap. They're going to trade places. Just going to go for a double. Slides in safely. RBI double. Daichi Nakamura. Makes it 3-0 Indy. That ball is torched into center. Will die just on the edge of that track. Will allow the runner to tag, and that's a fly ball to left. Screaming liner, but a diving catch by Lanikai out there in left. Saved a run. Fourth out, number 3. As we go to the top of the third, Bartholomew Brown will lead things off with a walk. A dribbler in front of the plate, and the catcher's going to boot it. Could not have a handle on it. They're going for a double steal. Oh, the ball's going to get away. Oh, this catcher. Oh, Gabriel Catcher Scudder is just having the yips behind the plate. Already with the errors on this one. As Cold's going to go down. And Lanikai's going to go down on strikes. And Antonio Fresca's going to hit a single into right field. That'll score the runner from third. 2 runs in this top of the third for San Antonio. Chaos Mod fully out and a great diving play by McKenzie in left. The left fielders are showing out in this one. Somebody turned the Chaos Mod all the way up to 11. And this is just game number 1.
5 errors in the first 2.5 innings. Crazy.
Oh, you could not have bet that if you wanted to. D. Fernandez, though, is going to go yard straight to dead center. 433. The big bat knocks into, gets back those runs from the chaos mode. So that ball is absolutely laced into right field. It'll be a stand-up double for McKenzie. Catcher Scudder. Tough day behind the plate and at the dish there. Going to go down on strikes. His Bell Cove is going to go down swinging. I'll bring up Milligan. Going to go down on strikes. But a 2-run home run by D. Fernandez gets those 2 runs back. But that ball is absolutely crushed into right. Grand slammed off. Hits one out. 353 off the bat. Bats are starting to heat up in this one. We got a barn burner of a game thus far. Bring up Tedford Woofington Jr. High fly ball on the left. That'll be caught. Out number 1. O'Sullivan Jr. is going to put that one into play. Out in the center field will be caught. Lineup will flip over for Bartholomew Brown. Shortstop range is out into the center field to make that catch. The solo shot puts them within 2. Bottom 4. Nakamura going to go down looking. DePoyo's 6th strikeout of the game. Nate Nitro. Liner into center. Probably could have made a play on it, but did take a little bit of a awkward reaction to it. Stepped back. So it'll be a single. Going for the steal will be safe at second. The Jew will go down on strikes. They'll bring up Rake Slammer. Just a lazy fly ball into right. Out number 3. First inning, Indy is held scoreless. Could the momentum be shifting? We shall see as DonMarcus is going to go down on strikes. Bring up first baseman Zane Cold. That's a grounder over to third. Toss across the dime, and that one will stay true for out number 2. And a grounder to second to cap off the top of the 5th. We go to DonMarcus now to finish off this absolute chaotic game.
Crazy game here as Fernandez will hit this one out center field. Brown under it and out number 1. Ground ball over to first, and that's going to be out number 2 for McKenzie. Catcher Scudder over to short and over for out number 3. San Antonio down 2. Yeah, this is chaos mode. It's the World Series nerves. 5 errors between both teams already. Fresca hits this one out center field and out number 1. Hammer to second over to first. That's the second out. Slammed off, swings this one over to first and out number 3. So defense has come alive. The bats have gotten cold both sides. As the Apex come back to bat, Bellick Cove to lead things off here in the 6th. This one gets through between third and short. That'll be a single, leadoff single for Cove. So Milligan up to bat, nobody out, one on. Takes a swing and a miss. That's the 8th strikeout for DePoyo tonight. That is crushed pretty high, but not deep as Brown gets under it for out number 2. Nitro hits this one down the right field line. That's going to get into the corner. Not going to be enough to score the run, though. Second and third, 2 down for Jew, the Jew. And he'll hit this one high and foul. And out. So that'll end the threat here. Top of the 7th now. Still 2-run lead for Indy. As Woofington Jr. is going to try to get things going again here for San Antonio. He'll hit this one down the left field and get a double out of this. Got it right past the third baseman. So leadoff double here. O'Sullivan Jr. going to see if he can knock him in. And that's hit hard to the gap and almost over the wall, off the top of the wall. That's good for a double and a run. So now we're back to a 1-run game as we go back to the top of the lineup here for this loss. Brown will take the walk. So we got first and second, nobody out for DonMarcus, who will promptly hit into the double play. That's going to be a fly ball out to right field. Out number 3, but still a run in. That makes it a 1-run game here as Indy takes the bat. 2.5 innings left to go. Slammer gets a new pitcher here as Kimura comes in. He'll hit this to center field. Out number 1. D. Fernandez hits this to right field and under it for out number 2. McKenzie. Swing and a miss. That'll end the inning, or in the inning. So after 7, it's a 4-5 ball game as San Antonio not at all out of this. Lanikai, swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Number 1 on the inning. Fresca. Swing and a miss. It looks like Bubbles is going to town here. That's 2 strikeouts in the inning for him. And this one's hit into center field for a hit here. So 2-out hit for Hammer. This Landoff comes up to bat. 1 home run in the game already. That's going to get past the catcher. And that's going to advance Hammer to second base. That's hit through the middle. That could score the run. That's going to be a tie. So now we got a tie game now. 5-5 as Slandoff gets the run in, the tying run. Woofington going to try to see if he can keep it going here. He'll watch ball 4 go past. So first and second, 2 outs for O'Sullivan. And it gets, almost got past, but wondering to advance the runners. And O'Sullivan will take a swing. And that's 3 strikeouts for Bubbles on this inning. But the game is tied. So we got a tie game here as we go over to the Indianapolis side of things. Catcher Scudder will make up for some defensive issues by getting that off the top of the wall for a double. So leadoff double here for Indy. Bellick Cove will take a walk. First and second now. Nobody out. Milligan, swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Kimura. Nakamura will hit this one over the first baseman's head. That's going to be enough to score a run. So first and second, 1 run scores, 1 out as we're back to the top of the lineup with Nitro. Nitro hits this to right field, but under it for out number 2. Jew the Jew hits this to center. That's going to drop in for a hit. They're going to hold him up at third. Though bases loaded, did not send the runner surprisingly on that one as Slammer comes up to bat and will take strike 3. So gets out of the jam, but still the damage is done. San Antonio has to get at least 1 run here, but they are at the top of the lineup. So see if Brown can get things going here for San Antonio. This is hit pretty well, but center field did not get under it. So Brown's on first here, nobody out as Marcus comes up to bat. Brown will go for the steal. On to second, scoring position to tie this game up. Nobody out. Marcus hits this one past the shortstop. That's going to be a tying run. RBI single for Marcus to get this to a tie ball game. Zane Cold up to bat, nobody out. Swing and a miss. Lanikai, see if they can get the go-ahead run. That's hit high and out to right field, but out number 2. So 2 out, 1 on. And strike 3. Fresca sits down. But we got a tie ball game now. Indy coming up to bat here. Bottom of the 9th. A run will win it for Indy. to start off this World Series. Hernandez, watch his strike 3 go past Isabel. Now into pitch. Gets his first strikeout. McKenzie. Swing and a miss. 2 sat down by Abel. Catcher Scudder coming up next. Swing and a miss. And Abel strikes out the side. As look at this. It's chaos mode here. Tie game and extra innings. You want to take it?
Let's get it.
Wow.
Oh, I love how wild the World Series gets. Hammer's going to ground out to the shortstop. Slammed off. Will fly out to center. Woofington Jr. Going to go down on strikes. We are still in walk-off territory here as we go bottom 10. All knotted up at 6. Bellico, who was intentionally walked last at-bat, going to ground out to second. Milligan. That one's going to get all the way to the wall. That'll be a double. Winning run now sits at second. Nakamura over to second. Throw to first. 2 outs, winning run. That one's going to get past the first baseman, and Indy will walk it off. An RBI single by Nate Nitro. Wins game 1 for the Apex.
Wow.
Oh, man, what a roller coaster of a game.
We're starting off the right way, aren't we?
Oh, perfect. This is what we like. Oh, boy. Oh, just the left on base numbers alone. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. That's scary.
There were a lot of chances in this one. I'm surprised this game only ended 7-6.
Yeah, this had the makings of a double-digit game.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Nate Nitro there with the winning hit. Going 3 for 6. More, and he slammed off. Picking up 2 runs. Batted in. And we can see all of the errors charged here. 5 errors in the first 2 innings of this game. Both starters will take no decisions in this one. Each picking up some unearned runs from their defense's poor performances here. Bubbles with a blown save. Williams will take the win and also a blown save. And Abel will take the loss. Stun gun starter for Indy. It's your player of the game.
Well, if that's any sign of what's to come. I believe San Antonio lost every first game in every round through the playoffs so far, so this is holding true to form.
All right. Now's the opportunity if GMs want to make any sort of changes. Give them a couple minutes here while the next...
Yep. Do have the next prediction up, and we'll see who wins game number 2.
First,
is going to be the prediction.
I'd save this game. Got to keep the chaos cemented in history here.
Exactly.
Perfect. And we'll finish today, and we'll have game 2 ready.
And let our statistician nerds to know how, if that's a record, how many errors in the first 3 innings of a World Series. It has to be some sort of record.
Is there even a record for that? Might
I don't know. I
a
wonder
record for the most
in a game, even that's
in
a
a
lot.
World Series game.
That is crazy.
Let alone the first few innings. Another easy one. Who wins game 2? The odds bet is there. I did end up giving up a significant portion of my channel points the other day, as I threw down 100K.
Holy moly!
During the minor league semifinals.
I wonder who made out like a bandit on that one.
A lot of people bet against me.
Wow.
It was actually a very close bet. By the end of it, there's almost like I think there was close to 200,000 channel points up there. But it was like 102 to 98 or something like that. So not nothing huge. But still, it's like somebody made out of my channel points. It's like I don't need it. Might as well give them out. I have routinely said that I will jump randomly into a stream and just throw in my money. Yeah.
That's what it's for, right?
There we go. Update the little ticker up at the top for you folks, because I know everybody likes to see that.
And I have not seen anything from either Apex or the Sloss yet. Is everybody happy? The Sloss tend not to do a lot. I see Luminosity talking. We tend not to do a
Skulls
lot
is
of changes.
asking me a question here. Um, Skulls, I have no record of that change. Everything was as it was. Yeah. I think
And
whatever was submitted was submitted. I checked everything, made sure it looked good before I did anything.
Sloss have a quick relief change.
It's always the relievers.
Yup. I've always noticed that pattern.
It's always check the stamina, check my relievers. There's San Antonio.
I just wait. There's still time for to say, move this DonMarcus clan to the bottom of the lineup.
There's plenty of time here. Glockenspiel from long relief to middle relief. Normal. Okay. All right.
The prediction is almost dead even.
Dead even.
This is crazy. 49 to 51 right now. Apex with a slight edge on the betting odds. No, Josu, I'm pretty sure is asleep. She's missed every series, sadly enough.
Oh, that's what happens with, Europe.
Yeah, exactly. It's always fun to watch the response when they get a oh my god, we won.
the very late. It's like it's just
5 hours after it's over.
It's just like, oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, we won.
We did it. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Both teams saying let it ride. And that we shall.
Yep.
We will go into game number 2.
West versus Rove.
Oh, hey, look, a matchup you technically win.
That's scary.
On one of them. But, gosh, man.
This is crazy.
If game 1 is anything to go by,
Yeah,
I don't know what to expect. Yeah, there was like in the minor league World Series, there was a catcher's interference call. It was like, huh?
Really? Don't see that often in OTP.
No, not in OTP. You've seen a lot more in the real life game.
I just noticed too that Scudder and Cove are ringers because they're not wearing the same uniform.
Mm-hmm. Yep, traded mid-season. Both of them.
Yep.
Here for the ride.
That's right.
Although some fans are probably wishing Scudder was still wearing that Vandals uniform, considering the amount of errors that came for that game. Oh, Lord.
Hey, at least one of those pitches was Bubbles' wild pitch. So.
Yeah, but the missed throw first.
Oh, yeah.
The ball basically like bobbling it, trying to go for like a little dribbler in front of the plate. Though they did credit the third baseman on the wild throw that ended up going into left. So I was like, you got to catch that. No excuses. At least I hope that's what they actually counted it for. I didn't pay too much attention to who actually got those.
It's like they
Those errors.
might not stay too close.
All right. I'm sorry, Scud. I have to. It's too funny. When your player makes that many bungles in one game, it's just too much fun. All right.
Poor Scud.
That's all right. All right. Looks like prediction has kind of halted here for a bit. Pretty even, all things considered. So, we'll hop right in here to game number 2. If you would be so kind as to lead us in.
Certainly.
Absolutely.
All right, game 2. Sloss needing to cut this down a bit. Brown will lead off with a hit. First, or single, lead this off. We'll see if he steals. He likes to steal. I don't know what it is. Yep, there he goes. And will get the steal. So, second base, nobody out. Marcus up to bat. And he'll drop this one in. That's going to score a run. So, starting it off with a run, he goes over to second on the throw. So, still, somebody at second. Nobody out. Sloss take a 1-0 lead. That gets away from the pitch from Scudder. Sorry, pass ball, Scudder. Sorry about that. Cold will hit this one deep and off the wall. So now we got a 2-0 game here. Still nobody out. And Cold sitting at second base, ready to keep pushing forward. Lanikai will watch strike 3, and that's going to be strikeout number 1 for Rove. And check swing, but did not hold up. Rove gets strikeout number 2 on Fresca. Hammer hits this one over the second baseman's head, but they hold up Cold at third. So runners on the corners, 2 down. Slammed off now trying. He will slam that one right field, and that is long gone. 5-0 start here for San Antonio. Coming out of the gates on fire. Slammed off 3-run home run. As Whiffington comes up to bat. Let's see if Indy can stop the bleeding here. And that's going to be popped up, and that'll end the inning. But wow, 5 hits, 5 runs for San Antonio to start off game 2 of the World Series. Apex coming up to bat. Nitro to start things off. And he'll watch strike 3 go past Quest with his first strikeout of the game. Jew the Jew. Swings, hits this one out to left field and under it for out number 2. Slammer. Hits this one over second base and out into the outfield. So that's going to be a 2-out single for Slammer. Fernandez hits this one to short, and he will not get the throw in time. So first and second, that's going to be considered an infield hit. And McKenzie hits this one high under it, the right fielder for out number 3. So 2 hits, but nothing to show for it as we head to the top of the second. San Antonio 5, Indy 0. Long pipe starting off the second inning. We'll watch it, strike 3. That's going to be out number 1. Third strikeout for Rove. And Brown hits this to center field and sitting on first. We'll see if he does his normal pattern of trying to steal. There he goes, and that's going to be not even a throw there. Stolen base for Brown. Marcus here with 1 out. Oh, he's stealing third. Look at that. He's not even chancing it. Third base now for Brown. As Marcus watches strike 3 go by. 4th strikeout for Rove. Cold will hit this one sharp down the left field line, and that's going to score another run. So a double for Cold, RBI. 6-0 now, San Antonio. Lanikai. Swing and a miss. That's strikeout number 6. 6 strikeouts in 2 innings. So the only outs have been coming off Ortiz's hand as Indy takes. And let's see, catcher Scudder with a strikeout. That's going to be strikeout number 2 for Quest, and Cove comes up to bat. 1 down. Swing and a miss. That's strikeout number 3 for Quest as Milligan comes up to bat. And that's going to be hit right between second and short for a 2-out single. Nakamura trying to see if he can get some runs on the board here. That's hit over to third, and that's going to be, he got him. He got him at second base, so that's going to end the inning. So we're at 6-0 here as we head to the top of the third. Fresca's going to come up to bat for this loss. Hits this one over to the second baseman, and he gets in there safe. That's an infield hit, second infield hit we've seen today. That's hit to short. That's going to be a double play. Hammer hits into the double play. So 2 down now for slammed off. Strike 3, and that's out number 7. Strikeout number 7 for Ortiz in 3 innings. Really flaming it past today, but Sloss still up 6-0, bottom of the third. Nitro swing and a miss. Third strikeout for Quest. As the Jew comes up to bat. Strike 3. That's the 5th strikeout now for Quest. This is a strikeout heavy game with a lot of runs. And strikes out the side. Quest sits them all down. His 6th strikeout on the day. As Slammer goes back to the bench and Indy takes the field. Woofington Jr. leading it off. Hit to right field, in front of the right fielder. So lead off single for Woofington Jr. As Lenny Longpike comes up. And he'll hit this into the gap. That's going to be a double. They're going to send him from third. No, they aren't. I thought they'd send him, but second and third, nobody out. Back to the top of the lineup with Brown, who's 2 for 2 today. He hits this one. Oh, diving catch by the center fielder. Robbed him of that hit. 1 down. Marcus hits this high and should be playable. Right fielder gets it, but it's enough for the sac fly. So 7-0 now for San Antonio on that sac fly. Cold comes up, 2 outs, man on second, and that's going to drop in for a hit. That should score another run. So now it's going to be 8-0 on an RBI double for Cold as Landakai comes up to bat. Swing and a miss. 9th strikeout now for Ortiz. And we're going to go over to the Indy side of things. So far, pretty one-sided, but Indy can come to life at any moment. Fernandez hits this past the first baseman, so there's going to be a leadoff single for Fernandez. McKenzie, nobody out and somebody to work with. Hits this one high to right field, right center field, and the right fielder under it, or left field rather. Left fielder under it. Out number 1. Strike 3. Catcher Scudder sits down on strikeout for Johnny Quest, his 7th, who then walks Cove. So first and second, 2 down. Hits high to left field. Milligan's going to get a fly out as the Sloss still up 8-0 after 4. We go to the top of the 5th. Indianapolis, or San Antonio, coming back up to bat. Fresca going to start it off. Hits this one hard and in front of the right fielder for a double. So leadoff double for Fresca. Hammer coming up to bat. Nobody down. And he'll watch ball 4. So first and second, nobody out. Slammed off up to bat. And a pitching change as well, but doesn't help as the bases are now loaded on a walk for Woofington Jr. And a bobbled ball, but nobody advances. This is going to go shortstop, second to first, double play, but still scores a run. So 9-1 now, San Antonio. As Longpike comes up, 2 down. Weak hit to the third baseman, but he eats it up. So an infield hit will score the 10th run of the game for San Antonio. Coming back around to Brown, who sits down on strike 3 to end the inning. But San Antonio's up 10-0. On over to you, Moosey.
10-0 is quite a deficit here, but Indy can turn things on at any second. Nitro will be walked. So there's a runner on with 1 out. Goes speeding in to second. Will be safe with a stolen base. The dribbler over to second will be the second out. And a grounder by Slammer over to second. That's out number 3. Looking for any signs of life here. So we go top 6. San Antonio getting into that bullpen. Fly ball into right field will be just shy of the track. St. Cold, dribbler to the pitcher, will make the throw. Not an easy throw, but pitchers are athletes. Luigi Lanikai is going to give one all the way to the wall. That'll be a double. A 2-out double. Brings up Hammer. Hammer is going to go swinging for that one. Will go down on strikes for out number 3. Bottom of the 6th. Not a ton of time left. That's a grounder hit by Fernandez over to third baseman. McKenzie. That one's going to get past the diving third baseman. Gets a runner on here for Scudder. Gonna take a walk. 2 runners on for the Cold Ballot Cove. And go down looking. Milligan out into center field. That's going to get over the center fielder's head. The runners are moving. That's going to be a 2-run double. Indy gets themselves on the board. Nakamura fly ball over into right, and that'll be caught for out number 3. But there is some life here in the Apex Bats. Mealy Milligan with that 2 RBI double. Ichabod Cranepool, your new pitcher in this one, is Jock Hammer. Leads things off with a double. Slammed off will take a walk. Wolfington Jr. over to first, over to second. Just going to get a fielder's choice here. Broke up the double play. Ball hit into center. That'll drop for a single score and a run. RBI single by Lenny Longpipe. Lineup will turn over as Brown's going to be walked. The bases are loaded. Just 1 out here for DonMarcus. Marcus over into right field. That one's going to get down. 2 runners are coming in. And it is 13-2 here in the top of the 7th. And there's still just 1 out. Cold past the diving first baseman. All the runners are going. Oh, and it gets away from the right fielder. Dribbles all the way to the wall, but the runners are just content with staying at second and third. 1 run does score on that play. Lanikai deep in the hole at short. Fantastic throw there, but the run will come across. Professor Farnsworth, your new pitcher in here for Indy, will go and get Fresca down swinging. So we hit stretch time here. 15-2. The scores. That ball is laced. Oh, but a fantastic diving play by the left fielder. That had extra bases written all over it. As Jew the Jew is going to get a 1-out double. Indy very good at hitting with 1 out. I don't know what it is about that first hitter. So rake slammer over into right. Oh, but just shy of the wall. It looked like it could go, but that ball's going to get away for the catcher. And the runner will score. D. Fernandez waves in his teammate. We'll lace one over to third for out number 3. Another run does come in. They're chipping away, but they are running out of time. They need some big innings in this one. They need to hold San Antonio. Infield fly will be caught by the shortstop. Grand slammed off is going to go down on strikes. Bring up Wolfington Jr. will get caught looking a 1-2-3 inning here. As Indy looks to turn some momentum in their favor. As they are down 12. Curtis McKenzie will lead things off with a walk. Catcher Scudder. Second to short to first. It's a double play. Ballot Cove taking the walk there. The Gold Glovers showing out. Making a play happen. Oh, but a line drive right at the center fielder off the bat of Milligan. Is going to be out number 3. Top of the 9th we go. San Antonio up 15-3. Long pipe going to go down on strikes. That ball is laced into the right field corner. Thought about going for a triple, but Scamper's back will just be content with a double there as Marcus is going to go down on strike. Big swing and a miss. It's a high fly ball. Center field will be hauled in for out number 3. It is a mountain to climb, but we've seen bigger innings in this league as that ball is absolutely demolished. That'll get things started here. Daichi Nakamura hits a solo home. 427 to left center. Just take it one at bat at a time. Gotta manufacture runs somehow. Oh, and Nitro, they're going to go back to back. Nitro, the bats come alive, but will there be enough time? As Nakamura and Nitro go back to back, each to the left and right. Will it be back to back to back? No, it's just a dribbler over to second for out number 1. Rake Slammer steps in. That ball really high out into right field. We hauled in for out number 2. D. Fernandez, the last hope here for Indy, is going to go down swinging. San Antonio claims game number 2 in dominant fashion, winning 15-5. The bats heated up just a little too late for Indy. The Chaos mod is fully on today.
We called this was going to be fun, didn't we?
We don't want no boring games here.
No, we don't do boring together. We've never done a boring game together.
No, you do. We got extra innings. We got double-digit runs.
On big strikeouts, too. That was crazy. As Indy had a lot of strikeouts. It was either a feast or famine there for this loss, it looked like.
Oh, yeah. 14 strikeouts.
That's crazy.
By San Antonio's batters.
And still put up 15 runs.
19 hits will do that, but 4 of those hits coming off the bat of Zane Cold, picking up 4 RBI as well. Absolute just routing there in game number 2. And San Antonio
got
gets
3 strike. Or 3 stolen bases for Brown, too.
Yeah, wow. 13
oh, wow.
in this postseason. All right.
Crazy.
Rove only going 1 2/3 in this one, giving up 6. Tough outing there. Bullpen had to do a little bit more work there. Zane Cold is going to be your player of the game. And Zane Cold also ties the San Antonio Slots playoff game record for doubles with 3.
Which was set earlier this season by DonMarcus. Series number 1, that record was set, so that's funny.
It is a crazy
season.
Crazy postseason.
Wow.
All right.
See what changes we get up.
Wonder what we're going to see here. If any.
Stamina check for Indy. I mentioned that.
Would you like me to advance to the next game for your stamina check? I assume yes. Because I will gladly do that. Can you screenshot it? Only if you ask nicely. All right. So, save here.
I'm not sure if you noticed, but I am wearing my Sloss jersey today of my favorite player, Bartholomew Brown, not DonMarcus. Bartholomew, he's my favorite.
You actually have a Bartholomew Brown.
I should. The man's got wheels. What can I say?
All right. So, let me double check, confirming that we have an off day here. Yep, there is an off day. As they are traveling, so we will finish today, and here we go. So we are here. Indy asked first. So it's looking a little rough. Not gonna lie.
Even after a rest day.
Yeah. Oh. Bubbles is at 59 and 79. Yeah, it's Stun Gun, who's at 60. I'm just typing this out for him. Rove, who just went at 28. Tough outing for Rove there. Callis is at 100. Looks like that'll be the starter. Farnsworth sitting at 22 and 71. Cranepool looking good so far. At 91%. Ortiz is at 64. And Williams is at 49. Well, the good thing is they had to go to a lot of their bullpen pieces just before rest day, which certainly will help. So I'll let them.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse.
I'll let them think about that for a second. Long relievers with pitch counts. Let's go take a look. I guess I should figure out who their long relievers are. Squirrel and Salberg. I'll go look here. Nothing on Squirrel. 100 pitch count on Salberg. And I'll check Camaro for you. Camaro is at 62%. Lumo. Let them mill over there as Indy is telling me to do things.
You're just like the little slave on this, aren't you?
It's so true. Middle relief. Avoid high with nothing. Oh, jeez. I might as well just copy paste that every time. That if you're gonna, if I have to type that out every single time, I swear. All right. So if everything looks good on that, that's the only thing. And if San Antonio wants to change anything here, I'll give Lumo a second to think about it.
He's good.
Look,
let it roll.
Don't come in here now. Do not. I'll change.
Can you password the screen
here
to keep him from getting in?
Series tied 1-1. There you go. You happy now?
All right, Sloths are good. I'm thinking Apex are good.
All right. Fetty, if you're around, give me a thumbs up. Because I know you exist. I know you're here. Somewhere. All right. All set on that. All right.
Sweet.
Everybody's giving me the good to go. All right. Now things have changed in the betting pool here, the channel points predictions. It's a lot closer after after that game.
And the Sloths have been strong at home in the playoffs. So
I thought Indy was like really strong. They had like almost a 75% win.
Mm-hmm. But they had a good
during the season, which is insane.
Yeah. 70 and 36 or 38 is a damn good record anyhow. So
yeah.
Home record 40 and 14. I mean, that was nuts. 74%. Wow.
74% at home. That's kind of ridiculous, but oof. You really hope you can do really well at home, because like if you can't win at home, you know what's the point?
I mean, why are you paying for a big stadium if you aren't going to use it right?
But the Apex do have a winning record on the road as well, at 30 and 24.
True.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens, because they got absolutely beat down.
Yeah, that was shocking. I didn't expect a blowout game that direction in this series.
I mean, even if you just look at the averages,
look at the numbers.
The batting stats that San Antonio is putting up. Both teams are putting up some fantastic numbers.
Oh, yeah. Nobody's hitless at all. No. Either side.
Which, I mean, congratulations. Nobody's hitless. That's what you like to see.
Exactly. You like to see a little offense.
You never want to see your player be in the pylon. Been there, done that. All right. Let's take a look at what we got going here. Oh, I don't even know what to think.
That's another one where the Sauce have the pitching advantage and nothing in the batting advantage.
Yeah, the side duck apparently has done fantastic this postseason.
And if you look at the other side there versus Simicalis, there's a lot of offers on the Sauce
There
side.
is a lot of offers.
Yeah.
And some of those are just because they haven't played.
They haven't faced, slammed off in Wivington,
Yeah.
True.
But
wow.
It's like you're looking at some pretty solid pitches. Like both of them had like fantastic seasons, all things considered.
Oh yeah. ERAs, WHIP, both are pretty good on both of those. Cy always has a good strikeout total.
Oh, yeah.
And 7's a respectable number too, so. And age versus youth. Look at that. 34-year-old Cy Duck against a 26-year-old Simicalis.
The future is bright here.
Yes, it is. There's a lot of youth on that Indy team.
All right. Let's see. It's actually the prediction is in favor of San Antonio by just a little margin there. But we got game 3 here. Series not at 1. We're now in San Antonio. Both teams have a winning record in a situation such as this, being Indy away and San Antonio at home. And the chaos mod is turned up to 12 at this point. It's not 11 anymore. It's 12.
You broke the knob.
I did break the. It just keeps going. It just keeps going. It's a free spinning one, you know. I accidentally unlocked it and it's just spinning up.
And I think I have to start it now because the pattern worked out well for me starting last time. So I'm gonna have to keep that going. Any edge I can help. It's gonna have to be done.
I mean, if you wanna start it, you're welcome.
Yeah, unless we lose, and then I'll let you start again game 4. But
yeah. Well, we gotta test this theory.
Right, we gotta try it. See what happens.
All right.
All right. Well, welcome back to the treehouse for game 3. The Sloss trying to defend home turf. See if they can take a 2-1 lead over Apex, or if Apex take a 2-1 lead. As Nitro starts things off, dribbler 2, the pitcher over to first, out number 1. As the Jew comes to bat, hits this hard and deep. That's going to be way out of here. Clears the bullpen for a home run solo shot for the Jew. So Indy takes a 1-0 lead. So maybe this doesn't hold up. I don't know. Let's see. Slammer is going to come up to bat next. Maybe my luck isn't going to hold out for that. Slammer will take ball 4 and get a walk. So 1 down and 1 on here for Fernandez. Who will swing and miss. That's out number 2. McKenzie up to bat with the hot bat. Will hit this out to right or left field for a base hit. It's going to be first and second. 2 out for catcher Scudder. Yeah, Scuttle swing and miss at that one. So 2 strikeouts for Cy Duck will end the inning as Indy starts this off with a 1-0 lead. As San Antonio comes up to bat with Bartholomew Brown to start things off. And he'll take a walk. We'll see if he tries to go for steal number 14 here. He doesn't, as Marcus gets a walk. So first and second, nobody out for Zankel. Cold will swing and miss. That's going to be out number 1. Lanikai comes up. Swing and a miss. That's 2 strikeouts now for Simicalis. Fresca 2 down. Showed bunt, but pass ball will advance. Brandon Marcus 2 at second and third. And that, I don't know what, that must have hit a weird mound on the dirt because that just took a bounce to the left and that's out 3. Yeah, but, oh no, that's not out 3. He made it in on a single there. I got confused by that hit, but strikeout for Hammer. That threw me for a loop.
That
I'd
was
never
the
seen a ball
crazy
do
bunt.
that. That
Power
was
up
a
from
crazy
backyard
bunt.
baseball, I swear.
That's what it looked like. A tie game. And check swing, ball four as Duck issues the walk here. One on, nobody out. That's going to go second base, over to short to first. Double play. Nakamura will hit this safely into center field for a 2-out single. As we go back around the top of the lineup with Nitro. Who swing and a miss. That's the third strikeout for Duck, and that will take us to the bottom of the second. Tie game 1-1 on that backyard baseball bunt that still got my head spinning as Flamedoff comes up to bat. He'll hit this one into the gap, and that's going to be a double. Stand-up double for Slammed to start off here in the second inning as Wovington Jr. comes up to bat. And he hits this one high and deep to left field, but not. It is going to advance the runner. Maybe. He made it in. So third base and long pipe watches. Strike three go past. Two down, man on third for Brown. Brown hits this one to center field, and that will end the inning. Tied at 1 as Indy comes back up to bat with the Jew to lead things off for them as this series stays pretty close. This is hit deep out in the right field, and that is even deeper than the last one as that one's out of here. Jew to Jew with 2 home runs now today. 2-1. The lead courtesy of Jew the Jew as Slammer comes up to bat. He hits this one out to center field. Center fielder's going to get under it for out number 1. Fernandez watches strike three go past. Fourth one on the day for Duck. McKenzie hits this one out to center field, but it's going to be caught for out number 3. So we're going to go bottom of the third now. San Antonio down 1 again, 2-1 on 2 home runs by Jew the Jew. Marcus starts us off with a swing and a miss. That's going to be strikeout number 5 for Simicalis. Zane Cold up. Hits this one through to the outfield. That's going to be a 1-out single. So somebody to work with for Lanikai here. 1 down, 1 on. He'll hit that one to shortstop, over to second to first, and that's a double play to end the third inning. We'll head to the top of the 4th inning here. Indy still holding on to a 2-1 lead as they take the bat. Scudder, swing and a miss. 5th strikeout for Duck. Trying to keep up on the strikeout totals here, both sides at 5. Cove, swing and a miss, and Duck gets his 6th strikeout. 2 sat down this inning as Milligan comes up to bat. And he'll watch ball 4 go past. So walk with 2 down. Nakamura will hit this one high to Marcus for the 3rd out. So we're going to head bottom of the 4th. San Antonio still looking to tie this up. Down 1 as we're going to have Fresca start things off this inning. Hits this to first base, runs it in himself for out number 1. Hammer will check swing, but it's going to go over. Catcher to first base, out 2, slammed off. Hits this one deep. Is that going to be out of here? It is. That ties it up. Slammed off with a single home run, or a solo home run to tie it up here for San Antonio here. Bottom of the 4th. We still got a close game. Can't get any closer than this. Wovington Jr. coming up to bat, 2 down. He hits this weak to the third baseman, over to first for the out. So Nitro's going to come up to bat, top of the order for the Apex as we're back to a tie ball game here, top of the 5th. That's hit through to the outfield, so that's going to be a lead off single for Nitro as the Jew comes up. Oh, there goes Nitro. He will easily steal second, not even a throw. So runner in scoring position for the Jew, nobody down. And he'll get the walk, so that's going to be 2 on, nobody out for Slammer. A good opportunity here for Indy. And that's going to go to right field. The catch is made, and the runner advances to third. So 1 down, the runner's at the corners. That goes to third base, and not able to advance to third base, but runners at second and third, 2 down, and that is not helpful. Passed ball there is going to score a run here. So Indy takes the lead 3-2 as Nitro scores. McKenzie, swing and a miss. That's strikeout number 7, and that will take us to the bottom of the 5th. Close one here, Moosey. You take it.
All right. Bottom of the 5th here. Lenny Longpipe going to lead things off. He will go down looking on strikes. 6th strikeout of the day by Fisimicalis Jr. Lineup will flip over for Bartholomew Brown. Will fly out to center for out number 2. DonMarcus. Fly ball in the straightaway center will be caught out there for out number 3. 1, 2, 3. Go the slots. We flip things over. Top of the 6th. Catcher Scudder gonna lead things off. Looper into foul territory. Will be snagged by the first baseman. That ball is laced into left field. Will be a 1-out single by Cove. Milligan going for a big hack. Will swing and miss for a strikeout. Nakamura is going to drop one into left. Content with just going station to station here. So the lineup will flip over for Nate Nitro. Nitro, hard hit ball into right. Are they going to send? They will. As Cove is going to score on the RBI single by Nate Nitro. Fly ball, center field, will be caught for out number 3. Indy tacks on another run here by the RBI single by Nate Nitro. We go bottom 6. It's a crack of the bat, gonna send a ball into left. A little bit of a wobble there, kind of stumbled, but just gonna hold things off to a single. No error on that play. Big swing and a miss. Blew it right by him. So Lenikai's gonna go down on strikes. That's going to be a single. It's going to advance the runner all the way to third. The runner's on the corners now. 1 out. It's hammer. Ooh, but a sliding catch by the right fielder. Gets the ball in quickly. No sacrifice fly on that, but that slammed off. Going to get the ball into right. Will be an RBI single. Advances the runner over to third. Tying run stands 90 feet away. There are 2 outs. Dribbler up the middle. Second baseman over to first. Will make the play. For out number 3. San Antonio does tack on a run. Cuts that deficit down to just a run. Rake Slammer will lead things off, flying out to right. D. Fernandez, slow roller to third. Good toss over for out number 2. That's a hard hit ball. That'll hit off the wall. Out in left center. Curtis McKenzie is in with a 2-out double. That ball's going to get away for the catcher. McKenzie's going to scramble to third. But the ball's going to get away again. And McKenzie's going to score. The catchers for both teams are absolutely struggling in this series. Cannot hold on to that ball. Oh, Scudder's going to ground out to short for the 3rd out. But a couple miscues by the catcher, Wolfington Jr., causes Indy to score another run. Lenny Longpipe can go down on strikes. Bartholomew Brown as the lineup will flip over. Diving catch out there by Nitro in center. Saves extra bases as Marcus is going to go down. He offered at that pitch. Called strike 3 there. As we hit the latter portions of this inning up to the 8th. It's a single up the middle for Cove. Milligan, big swing and a miss here. Strikeout for Kira Komoro, new pitcher in this game. That ball's going to get right up the middle. Just going to hold at second. As Nitro steps to the plate. And ground run short to second to first. It's a double play to get them out of the inning. We go bottom 8. 5-3 your score in favor of Indianapolis. San Antonio looking for a little bit more action here. As Rodriguez Ortiz is coming out of the pen. Bullpen for Indy absolutely demolished in this series, but we'll get a ground out. Leads off. Fresca going to go down as well. 1-2-3 inning here for Luna Jose Rodriguez Ortiz. As we go to the 9th. The Jew take a walk. bring up Slammer. The ball's going to get away from the catcher. It'll be called a wild pitch. That's a fly ball into center. Not quite deep enough to induce a tag. Oh, but that ball is ripped down into the right field corner. As Fernandez is in with a double, scores the Jew from second. It's now 6-3. Fly ball, right field. Will be caught, no tag. Shocked to see that. Power Hero Fernandez not particularly fast, and probably why the third base coach put up the stop sign there. Oh, and a diving catch by the left fielder, Luigi Lanikai. Saves some more runs, keeps them within threes. We go bottom 9. Hammer on the ground with the first baseman tosses to the pitcher covering for out number 1. Slammed off. Oh, it's going to get an infield hit. The shortstop dove for it. Couldn't pop up and get the throw off in time. And over to second, to short, back to first. It's a double play. As Indy is going to take a 2-1 series lead. Winning game 3, score of 6-3 in this one.
Yeah, I think me starting is Jew the Jews loving that. 2 home runs of that started off. Wow.
Yeah. It's an all-around team effort by Indy. Meanwhile, in San Antonio, Slamdoff had a fantastic day going 4 for 4, but that's half of the team's hits. Only 3 players managed to get hits in this game for San Antonio. They kept it close, at least through most of it. The double plays really killed it, though. Yeah, 2 double plays in there in the later portions of that.
Lots of action at the plate, missing balls and wild pitches too.
Oh, the catchers are having a rough time.
Yeah,
out there. 2 pass ball. There are 3 pass balls in this game. Couple wild pitches. Nobody can hold on to the ball. Just all around madness. I feel bad for these catchers, man.
I don't know how much did we change the mud for the series or something? Changed it with baby oil or something?
This is everything. The rosin bag got changed for baby powder.
Something ain't right, that's for sure.
It ain't right there. Judah the Jew is your player of the game here in this one. Though not bad starts by either starter, just got out of hand there. The interesting thing is to see what happens with Indy, because I believe that was a starter they used in relief there.
Yeah, wasn't it?
I think
Isn't Ortiz a starter?
I thought maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'd been a starter.
I was thinking the same thing too, but
maybe it'd been a starter during the regular season.
Well,
it might be a long reliever right now, because that's what you do with your
things change.
Your 4th starter. So, Apex are saying no changes. They are riding. Finished today up. So we go to game number 4.
But you, Lumo, got anything?
Lumo, you got something for me? Anything? Thoughts? As I change the ticker?
You got to make Moosey work. I mean, come on.
I mean, this is also true.
Right. Wouldn't know what to do with himself if we didn't abuse him a little bit. Okay, Bubbles is the starter in the pen for Indy.
I don't know where I got that from.
All
This
right,
shows
no
how
changes.
much I pay attention to this to the regular season. I do not. If I'm not streaming, I'm not paying attention. It's a sad. I am too busy.
Oh my
nights,
gosh,
which is unfortunate. I would love to watch more.
Sloths are good as well, so I guess yeah. Well, let it ride.
Almost said no changes until game 7, so I mean I'm gonna take more for that.
All right.
Lumo's got to go to dinner, so I mean like we'll see.
I mean, it wouldn't be a Sloths game if we didn't never make changes. So it's the way we roll.
Yes, Fetty, stun gun is game 4. can confirm that. Since you can only hear me. All right. Our prediction here. No predictions so far. Where are my mods?
Oh, wait.
Where are my mods? My lovely mods. Did we get a raid here at some point? Hold on, I haven't been paying attention.
We had one earlier. Yeah, we had one
Oh,
earlier.
let's go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
it's going good so far. Welcome, Raiders. We are in the midst of the Pro Baseball Experience's Major League World Series. It is a 7-game series. We just finished game number 3. The Indianapolis Apex are currently leading the series 2-1. So we're about to jump into game number 4. Maybe if a mod wants to jump in, maybe we get a late game prediction, perchance.
Certainly could.
It is possible. I'm always a fan of who scores last. That's always fun. Because you never know. I mean, obviously, like, you would like to think. Well, actually, it's not even really like a favorited to any team. Like, because either you have a team of opportunity to walk off, or you have an away team trying to get some runs back. So it's not like who scores first, where it's like the away team clearly has an advantage in that. But we're back to looking at same lineups that we saw for game number 1. Hopefully the defense plays a little bit better than game number 1. The defense in this series has been just atrocious, particularly the catchers. I do not envy their positions.
Yeah, it's been kind of painful there.
Ooh, what's the over-under? Strikeouts in game 4, 10.5.
Wow.
Okay.
Interesting. We'll see how this one goes.
I mean, I've seen some teams.
I've seen crazier.
I've seen some teams get like 14 Ks just by themselves, but
I mean, DePollo is 10.1 per 9, and Stun Gun is 9.1 per 9. So the starters are good strikeout hurlers.
Yeah, that is something to note. Yeah,
we shall see. Well, we got a tie now on the batting. That's the first non-Apex advantage I've seen on the bats so far.
Yeah, it was like that for game 1. Is that just perfectly
tied?
It
was? Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because I
mean, look at all the blue on the overalls on the Indies side.
I mean, Indy's been building up for a while. They're pretty good.
Oh yeah, they are stacked.
You don't just be the number 1 seed through the entire playoffs for no reason. Like, all right. With that prediction running,
you're starting this one. I was bad luck last time.
Yeah, I got you this time.
Thank you.
It gives you the opportunity to potentially call a walk off or anything.
That works.
Like that. It's always fun to do that, but we'll see. All right, starting things off here. We got Nitro facing Chicharron de Pollo. Game number 4 here in the World Series. Indy leading the series 2-1. So we start things off as Nitro is gonna stay hot in this one with a lead-off single. And he's gonna race off to second with a stolen base. Absolutely killing it on the base paths in this one as the Jews but they're gonna get him out. A risky send there by the third base coach. Potentially costs him a run, but the Jew makes it to second. A grounded slammer holds the runner at second, and Fernandez is going to go down on strikes. They had a lead-off runner in scoring position and got nothing out of it by a great throw from the outfield. Bartholomew Brown, getting things off for this loss, will go down on strikes. Bring up DonMarcus. Over just hugging the line there in right. He'll be out number 2. Zane Cold's going to go down swinging. Scoreless here in the first. So we go top 2. Curtis McKenzie. Ground to the first baseman. Will take himself. Out number 1 is Scudder. He's going to drop one into left. That'll be a single. And we'll bring up Bellet. Cove. Hard hit ball. Really put everything into this one. But it's just going to be a lazy fly out into center. Out number 2. Amelia Milligan's going to go down swinging. 1 strikes there. A lot of balls in play so far. Not a ton of strikeouts just yet. Lanakai going to get a ball up the middle. Leadoff single here for San Antonio. Antonio Fresca. Little looper into center for out number 1. Jock Hammer going to go down swinging. There's a strikeout. 3rd one for Stun Gun today. It's a hard hit ball, but right at the second baseman. Ranges over. Tosses to first for out number 3. Scoreless through 2. I have a feeling this might be a close one. At least so far. Nakamura lead things off with a single. Lineup will flip over for Nitro. Right fielder ranges back. Makes a leaping catch out there. Looked a little off balance. Does haul it in for out number 1. Jew's going to take a walk. Fly ball by Slammer. Caught out there in left. That'll bring up D. Fernandez. Fernandez over to 3rd. Strong throw across for out number 3. Indy held scoreless here through 3. Despite getting a lot of runners on. Start this game. Both pitchers having fantastic games so far. Woofington Jr., but that one's going to go. Just gets over the wall. Leaping try out there. Woofington Jr. gets the slots on the board. 390 into left field. A solo home run for the catcher. Bring up O'Sullivan Jr. Going to ground out to second. A liner right over to the second baseman for out number 2. Hard hit ball. Right fielder makes a sliding catch for out number 3. San Antonio takes the lead in this one. A solo home run by Tedford Woofington Jr. puts them on top 1-0. Oh, a great diving catch by the center fielder Brown. The fielder's gonna range over. Oh, but they're gonna hit Cove. Just a circle change, not particularly a fast pitch there. Just gonna go the easy way. I don't know why you're hitting the.
I mean, hit cold batter for fun. I don't know.
It might fire him up. We might see that that snowflake turn into some fire here shortly after that. Who knows? Cold's gonna get on here with the leadoff single. Lanakai, big swing and a miss. We'll go down on strikes to bring up Fresca. Fresca over to first to the shortstop covering second. Just going to get the force out. Breaks up that double play. Jock Hammer will fly out to the center fielder. San Antonio still maintains a 1-0 lead in this one. We go top 5. 9-hole hitter Nakamura leading things off. Will fly out to center. That'll be out number 1. Nitro, that one's going to go all the way to the wall. Hit, bounds off the board. He's going 3. Slides in safely with a triple. A grounder to the shortstop playing in. Saves the run there, but it won't matter as Rake Slammer is going to go to right field. 383. A 2-run home run. Puts the Apex on top. Fernandez is going to go down on strikes, but Indy strikes here. 2-run homer by the right fielder Rake Slammer puts them on top 2-1.
Man, what a way to do it.
Oh,
oh, you're good, Woofington. You're getting going here. Woofington Jr. sits down as we go to O'Sullivan now. He'll swing, hit this one, and that's going to be a pop fly foul. So 1-2-3 inning. Indy with the 1-run lead thanks to that 2-run home run. Holy cow. This is definitely chaos mode in action. McKenzie, starting off the 6th inning, will take the walk. So lead off walk, nobody out for catcher Scudder, who will hit this one high, and under it is the second baseman who decides to not catch it. That's a base hit. Okay, base hit. Somehow, first and second. And that's going to be a watching that ball go by for strike 3. 4 strikeout for DePoyo. That goes to second, too short to first, double play. Still not sure how that was a hit and not an error, but hey, since that was Marcus that did that, I'll take the hit, I guess. Top of the lineup, Brown hits this one out to right field for the first out. Marcus hits this one hard, but right to the right fielder, out number 2. Cold hits this one out to center field, to the track, but not enough as we go another 1-2-3 inning. Indy coming back up to bat with a 1-run lead here in the top of the 7th, as Nakamura is going to start it off for Indy. He hits this one to the gap. That's against the wall. That's going to be good for 2. Slides in for a double. Man on second. Nobody out for Nitro. He'll hit this one high to the first baseman. Under it for out number 1. The Jew, swing and a miss. That's strikeout. Didn't notice Corbin Seal slid in there while I wasn't looking, and that's going to be another strikeout. So nobody scores on that one, but Indy still with a 1-run lead as we head into the 7th inning stretch. And Lanikai to start things off for this loss. He hits this one hard down left field. Going to be a leadoff single as Fresca comes up to bat, looking for that tying run. That's going to get hit out. Right fielder under it. That's going to be out number 1. Hammer will hit this to short for the fielder's choice. Not able to get it over at first. So 2 down. Make that 3 down. Is slammed off. Takes a swing and misses. 6th strikeout for Stun Gun as we go to the top of the 8th. Indy still holding on to a 1-run lead. Fernandez hits this one out. Second baseman under it. Out number 1. McKenzie hits this over to the pitcher, over to first, out number 2. Catcher Scudder hits this to the pitcher and beats out the throw. So 2 out single here for catcher Scudder. Cove hits this to short and over to first. That will end the inning. And San Antonio's down to their last 6 outs, needs 1 to tie, 2 for the lead. Liffington Jr. with a home run on the game comes up to bat. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8, or 7 rather. Stun Gun still pitching in this game. O'Sullivan Jr. hits this out to left field for a base hit. Make that a double. He's going to be in. 1 down for Bartholomew Brown. Man in scoring position. Pitching change, and Bartholomew Brown gets that down. But a little bit of a late break there from second base means runners on the corners. 1 down for Marcus. Bartholomew Brown takes a second base on the steal, gets rid of the double play chance. Marcus hits this one out to left field. It's going to be too shallow for the sac fly. So second and third, 2 down. Zane Cold looking to get him in. Gets the walk. Lanikai, who's not hitting too well in the series or in the postseason, will watch strike 3. So bases loaded. Sloss miss a chance as Indy going into the final inning with a 1-run lead. Milligan looking to put some insurance on the board. That goes to past the shortstop. That's going to be a single. Leadoff single for Milligan. Nakamura. Swing and a miss. Out number 1 as we're back to the top of the lineup here with Nitro. He'll hit this sharp down the right field line. That's going to get a double out of it. Not going to be enough. Oh, it is. They're sending him. And that's enough for an insurance run. I didn't think he'd make it around, but he did. 3-1 now, 2-run lead now for Indy. As the Jew comes up to bat, 1 out, man on second. Hits this sharp to the center fielder for the second out. Slammer will hit this to second, over to first, but insurance run scores. So San Antonio needs 2 here with 3 outs to do it. Fresca, hammer, and slammed off. It's all on their shoulders. First, or strikeout number 1 here. Fresca will sit down. Going to be out number 1. Hammer, 2 outs left. Will swing and miss. So it's down to this. Slammed off. No more outs to give up. Slandoff's got to get on base here. And he will do it with that one. That's going to be off the wall here. Gap shot. He's going for 3, but we need 2 runs. Oh, it's in the park home run. Can you believe it? An in the park home run. Wow. We've seen it all day. 1-run game. Wolfington Jr. has a home run. Will not this time over to shortstop, but that's going to do it. 3-2. Slandoff tried in the park home run. I did not expect that. But Indy takes the series or takes the lead here in the series 3-1. San Antonio's backs are truly against the wall now.
Just wow. Inside
Wow.
the Parker. Jesus.
I was like, that's a double, triple, in the park.
Oh, and he's rounding third.
Wow. I did not expect that. Like, it's a 2-run game. Why are you going for the in the park?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Did you turn up the chaos mode more or something? What the heck?
It's like I said, it's just on its own.
That was nuts.
Wants to entertain the people.
Stun gun with the win. DePollo with the loss. Williams with the save. I think Indy's bullpen's going to look a little stronger after that. Stun gun got 7 1/3.
7 1/3.
Nice.
And well over the strikeouts there. 17 total. Sheesh. We'll save that. That's an inside the Parker for the record books.
Yeah, that's have to ask Lumo about that strategy.
It's like, when did you decide to send him? I didn't. He just ran right through. There was a
stop sign.
There was a full stop sign. He just blew right through it. He's like, I got you, coach.
There's no way I thought he was going to go around from third.
Absolutely not.
Wow.
Oh, man. All right. Possibly a deciding game 5 here.
Yeah, back to... Oh, wait. This one's in San Antonio. So the last home game for the Sloss.
Mm-hmm. See if they can pull something out in front of their home fans.
Stamina check after sim day for the bullpen.
Yep. Save here. I mean, I hope your bullpen's feeling a little bit more refreshed after that one. Let's see, Indy. Let me just copy that and paste it and then redo it for you. Just because good old Fetty here is on audio only right now. The stun gun at 1%, baby. Rove is at 100. So that'll be your matchup here. Callis is at 26. Farnsworth is at 193. Cranepool's at 98. Ortiz is at 56. And Williams is at 16.
That guy probably could have typed it while you were clicking. It'd been easier.
I'm doing it on my my mobile device. So they got their stamina there. We'll wait. Lumo said let's ride, so
Yep.
Yeah, Lumo's got dinner, so unfortunate.
Can't believe you picked dinner over the World Series.
Imagine wanting food.
Then our other GMs picking sleep? What? Chaos, I tell you. Chaos.
Right. No changes.
All right.
We ride.
That we do.
And we die together. Runs scored over under 11 and a half.
Wow.
I mean, we've seen. I mean,
Yeah, we've
look at
seen
the
it today.
scoreboard. It's
Wow, this is
possible.
it definitely is
I mean, the
possible.
last time these two pitchers faced off against each other, it was 15-5. So
Oh my gosh.
just put that out there for the
Oof.
lovely chatters.
Yeah, it's chaos day, so you just don't know what to expect out of this for
Yeah.
sure.
That is a good point made by the Greek cornhole. The last one is always the toughest. I know that one a little bit too personally from this past week. That the last win is always the toughest when pulling off a championship.
I had the Hepcat hype rolling too.
Yeah.
Scudder was in the Hepcats with me, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was there.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I shouldn't make fun of him too much for his catching woes.
I mean, we'll make fun of both catchers equally.
Well, this is true.
It's
Yeah.
been rough.
Yeah, yeah, Woofington's definitely going to be getting in on our team chat.
Oh, I bet. It's like, Chess, what the heck? what went wrong?
Like, what's
Why?
going on here? Come on.
Do you have a hole in your glove? Something, anything?
Like, oh my gosh. Told you not to buy the rookie equipment. Good grief.
Scott, why are you buying child size equipment?
The smaller glove doesn't help.
You're not a
Transfer my
shortstop.
butt. You're not a shortstop. It's not about the transfer. Catch and secure.
Just catch the ball. All right. Game number 5, baby.
Oh, wow.
Indy leading 3-1 in the series. Nobody is cold anymore. We just got some hot hitters.
Left, one on the right. Oof. And
So
Drew
we'll
the
see
Jew's been showing some power too in the postseason. It looked like he had, was he at 7 or 8 or something like that?
Oh yeah, they're showing up, showing out. That is for sure. All right, prediction running. So we're good to go here. Oh, and Paz is here finally. Where you been, man? Finally. All right. I guess I don't know. Do you want to lead in? You want me to lead in?
You lead it. It's a home game. I'll close out.
Yeah. You can narrate the potential end of your season or
Exactly,
victory
yeah.
to extend it, you know?
I'll see how good I can fake being excited at the last game of the season.
All right. Leading us in here. Game number 5. Nate Nitro facing off against Johnny Quest. Indy is up 3-2-1 in the series. This could be the final deciding game here. Nitro's going to go down on strikes. First out of the game. The Jew, hard hit ball into center field. Center fielder, that was just going to bank off the wall. Will be a double. Looked like it had trouble written all over it. Drake Slammer is going to go down looking. Oh, number 2. Fernandez, that one's going to go all the way to the gap. Exchanging places with the teammate there, making the coach happy. 1-0 Indy. Lead off game 5. Curtis McKenzie going for a daddy hack on that one. Can't come up with it. Goes down on strikes, but the Apex do put up a run first. Bartholomew Brown for the loss will start things off with a single. We'll bring up DonMarcus as Brown makes off for second base. Will be safe there with the stolen base. Over into left field. Dies just at the wall. Left fielder looked like he had a little bit of issue with it. Runner will tag. Zane Cold's going to go down on strikes. Bring up Lanikai. Lanikai over to second to first for out number 3. Stranding the runner at third. We go top of the second. Catcher Scudder leading things off here. Pop up into the outfield. Center fielder had to run a mile to get there, but puts away out number one. Cove's going to ground out to second. That ball's going to get past a diving shortstop. Milligan is on with a 2-out single. Hot hitting designated hitter Nakamura is just going to ground out into a fourth. Shortstop takes the short way. Tossing to the second baseman covering for out number 3. Bottom of the second. Antonio Fresca over to right field, and that one will go. Solo home run by Fresca ties this game 4-12 to right center field. Keeping the season alive. Bring up Hammer. A bouncer to short. That'll be out number 1. Grant Slandoff, who had an inside the Parker in the last game. It's going to fly out to center. Wolfington Jr. We'll roller to second for out number 3, but we are tied here going top of the third. Solo home run by Antonio Fresca puts the slots on the board. That ball's hit hard, just short of the track. The juice coming up, but shortstop bends down to try to make that play, but just can't get a glove on it. It'll be a single. Off and running will be safe with a stolen base. Slammer over into right field. That one will drop. Not gonna send. Looked like a hit and run type of situation. Could have been trouble. Third baseman stops it from going down the line for extra bases. Will be ruled a single for Fernandez. The ball's gonna get away from the catcher. Oh, these catchers are having a rough time.
We've seen that earlier today.
Curtis McKenzie going to go down on strikes. 2 runners in scoring position. Tried to check the swing. Went around. That's strike 3, but Indy takes the lead here. 2-1 our scores. We go bottom of the third. Lenny Longpipe leading things off for San Antonio. Starts things off with a leadoff walk. Bartholomew Brown over to first, just gonna get the force out. Brown is off and running, will be safe. DonMarcus steps up. Infield pop-up. Third baseman will glove it. Out number 2. Zane Cold. Down into right field. They're gonna send Brown, and he will be safe. RBI single by Zane Cold. Ties the game back up. Lanikai going to go down on strikes. A back and forth affair so far. Top of the fourth coming right up. Bellick Cove going to lead things off. That ball going all the way into center field. Tried to leap for it. Couldn't make the catch. Got a little stuck up in that wall there. Just going to be a double. That ball's going to drop into left field. Left fielder picks it up on a hop, but it's going to be a run-scoring single off the bat of Amelia Milligan. Nakamura will lace a single up the middle. Indy is threatening in this one. They want to close out this World Series and walk home with their first championship in 19 seasons. As the Jews gonna get an RBI single, sending Milligan home from second. It's now 4-2. 1 out in the top of the fourth. Runners on first and second. That ball gonna drop into right field. They're gonna send him around. Nakamura scores on an RBI single by Rake Slammer. D. Fernandez get a ground into a double play of 4-6-3 to get San Antonio out of this nightmare of an inning. 5-2 in favor of Indy. Fresca staying hot in this one. Gets his leadoff single. Hoping to put some life into his team. Jock Hammer just behind him is going to ground into a double play, and Grant Slandoff will go down looking on strikes. Top of the fifth, Curtis McKenzie to lead things off here. For the Apex, will go down swinging. And bring up Gabriel Catcher-Scudder. Hard hit ball. That one's going to go all the way to the gap, into the wall. Will be in with a double. Third baseman Bellick Cove stepping up. Will take a walk. Pitch down low. Milligan, hard hit ball. Center field. Sounded good off the bat, but just not enough weight. The center fielder flapping their arm like a bird out there, waving the left fielder off, who was a mile away at that point. Nakamura's going to go down on strikes as we turn things over. DonMarcus, take us to the rest of this game.
Alrighty, so Sloss down 3, needing a lot of help now. Woofington Jr. swing and a miss. That's going to be strikeout number 4 for Rove on the day. As Long Pipe hits this into center field for a hit. So 1 down, 1 on as we go back to the top of the lineup here. Bartholomew Brown will hit this one deep to the left, but not nearly deep enough. Out number 2 as Marcus comes up to bat. He'll hit this to third base, over to second, 4. Out number 3. Top of the 6th now. Indy with the 5-2 lead and the top of the order up. Looking to add some more runs as Nitro will watch strike 3 go by. That's the 9th strikeout today for Quest. Ju will watch strike go by. Strikeout number 10 now for Johnny Quest. Slammer up, 2 down. And dribbler 2 first, over 4. Out number 3. Bottom of the 6th. Still 3-run lead for San Antonio. Or for Indy. Cold. Hits this to first base. Out number 1, Lanikai. Swing and a miss. 5th strikeout for Rove. And out number 2 on the inning. Ruska, who has a home run today, will swing and miss. That's strikeout number 6 now for Rove. And the end of the 6th as we head to the top of the 7th now. Indy starting it off here with Fernandez. D hits this one out in the center field for a leadoff hit. So, man on first, nobody out for McKenzie. And Curtis hits this into the gap. That's out against the wall. That's going to be a double. Are they going to send them? No, they're not. So, second and third, nobody out for Scudder. He'll hit this one out to the gap, and the Indy is rolling now. Double, 2-run score, make that a triple. And he's not going to try the end of the park. He's just going to stay at third base because there's nobody out. That's what we do. Cove will hit this one out to left field. It's going to be caught, and it's going to be a sac fly as Catcher-Scudder beats it out. So now 8-2. Indy, 5-run lead now. Still, or just 1 out. As Milligan comes up to bat, Milligan will take the walk. Squirrel is in pitching now. Nakamura hits this to second base, over to first to end the inning, or second out for the inning. Walk for Nitro. So 2 on, 2 out. The Jew takes a walk. Bases loaded now. San Antonio starting to look like they're falling apart. Hit out to right for out number 3. So 3 runs that inning there for Indy. With San Antonio come up, only 9 outs left to make up 6 runs. Tall order. Hammer, swing and a miss. That's a strikeout for Ortiz. Slammed off. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 2 now for Ortiz. As we're the last inning, or last out of the 7th inning. Woofington Jr. will swing and miss. So Ortiz strikes out the side. As Indy comes back up to bat, 6-run lead, only 2 innings left, and potentially the last game of the World Series here. Fernandez hits this. Oh, good stop by the second baseman, but not able to turn it. So that's going to be an infield hit. McKenzie, swing and a miss. Catcher-Scudder up to bat now. Try a pickoff attempt, but got him. So that's going to be 2 down. That's a little fly ball to right field. Right fielder runs in and catches it. So that'll end the top of the 8th. San Antonio down to their last 6 outs. Need 6 runs. Long pipe to try to get it going. Dribbler to the shortstop. Out number 1. Brown up. Hits this into center field for a base hit, so at least a runner here to start things off here. One down for Marcus. And that is a balk, so Brown advances to second. And Marcus watches strike three go by. That's going to be the first strikeout for Bubbles, who's in relief. That's going to be into the gap for Cole. That's going to be a double. It's going to score a run. So lead cut down to 5, but still a lot of territory to make up. 2 out here in the 8th. Lanikai hits this one to right field, but right fielder under it. And that'll end the 8th inning. Indy 5-run lead. Looking to see if they can add it on here as Cove will start things off. It's this to third base across route number 1. Milligan swing and a miss. That's going to be strikeout number 2 for Sahlberg. Nakamura will hit this to short, over to first, and now San Antonio looking for the miracle here in the treehouse, or this season is over. The Cinderella story could end here, and Indy could have their first World Series in 19 years, or their second World Series ever. But Fresca will get on base to start things off here. 1 on, nobody out. Hammer takes the walk, so 2 on. San Antonio needs 5 here. Slammed off. We'll get this in for a hit, so bases loaded. They hold him up. No reason to risk it. Woofington Jr. here, bases loaded. Hits it to short, second, first. That's going to be a double play, so 1 out left. 4 runs to get. Not looking good as Long Pike comes up to bat. Man on third. And that'll do it. Indianapolis is going to be your World Series champions for season 47. Second World Series for Indianapolis, and 19 years since their last appearance. So what a series that was.
Yeah, 20 seasons ago, Indy made their first World Series appearance. Lost it. And then the next season took victory into their own hands and won their first World Series in franchise history, being an expansion franchise as well. So now both expansion franchises have World Series rings. Toronto getting theirs last season, but Indy follows them up, picking up their second World Series. What just an absolute insane series.
The whole postseason was insane and well earned by Indianapolis there. Great season and great postseason both.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Just a fantastic team effort all around here, too. So, any bets on who might be series
It's going to be the
MVP?
series. Wow, that is a good one. Oh, wow. G the G had a pretty good series.
Did. All right. Let's see who takes home
Let's see who gets it. Yep,
MVP.
there you go. G the G. Yep, I
Well,
thought that
Josh
might have been it.
Jew taking home World Series MVP.
Good job.
Absolutely
Way to go.
fantastic series for him.
Great job, Josh. Nice one.
Yeah, just in the series, hit 429 with a 520
Wow.
OBP, 952 slugging, hit 3 home runs.
Yeah, that's
4
nuts.
batted in, fantastic. Both teams had some fantastic hitting on their side. That is for sure. Before anything, I'm gonna go ahead and say
Wow. That was really good. Not as quite as crazy long term as last year's, but it had a lot of crazy moments. Come on, in the park home run. I mean,
the catchers did not being able to catch.
yeah, the pass
5
ball after
errors in the
pass
first
ball after pass ball.
game.
Yeah.
Inside the park home run.
Yeah, there was some craziness for sure.
Some ridiculous animations, leaping, diving, insane defensive plays, just everything.
High strikeout totals with high run counts.
Yes. It's like everything you want. It's just back and forth. There was really only one game that kind of really got out of hand, and that was game 2.
Yep.
Otherwise, everything was pretty reasonably close the whole way. And San Antonio was on an absolute Cinderella run, but sometimes the magic comes up just a little short.
Didn't Hummus say this year we were going by total runs in the series, and that's how the winner was going
To
to?
score more runs, you know.
That's right. We scored more runs for the whole series, right? uh,
uh,
is anybody from Indy going to hop on?
I don't
I know sometimes they do, but I don't know if
know.
anybody's here to do it or not.
Um,
Because it's well earned. I mean,
yeah, it's like if
this is a fantastic
I don't
season.
know if anybody's in the server though.
I don't either.
I have to
I don't
look.
look. Yeah.
Who's here? Let's look.
It's always fun to get somebody from the winning team in here.
I don't think either of them are in.
Are they even awake?
They're probably too busy to jump in
Yeah,
or something like that.
probably.
Has wishes
I
he
don't
could get
blame
on
them.
the stream. They're probably too busy just like celebrating and cheering and stuff.
Yeah.
It is always nice to hear from the GMs, but sometimes that just isn't
Oh,
super possible.
yeah.
But congratulations are in order for both teams in this one. As let me officially update. Indianapolis wins 4-1. Rabbit actually predicted it perfectly earlier
Yep.
this afternoon. Said the series would probably end in 5. So good on him.
I think Lumo was kind of hoping we'd win one at least. So we did.
You won a pretty
We
big
did it,
one,
Lumo.
convincing fashion too.
Yeah, that was a strong game. Yeah, overall, all the games were really good. I mean, this was another good series.
Yeah, fantastic. I look forward to another World Series.
Yes. I'll be signing up
And
for the co-host. I think I already did. I think I already signed up co-host
I
with you
hadn't
for
looked. I put
so,
my name down for like as pretty much as soon as that schedule went out.
yeah, I did
But
too. I'm pretty sure I'm already set up to co-host again. So I'll be back
yeah,
with you in the booth again
it's always fun. I love
next
it.
season. It is. It's great.
But as far as what else is on the calendar, we have an off day tomorrow, correct? I believe so.
Yep.
We all get to chill out for a day. Monday, we have more Prospect League action. Tuesday is Tahini Tuesday.
Yeah.
So get your
Make sure you
brackets
get your
in.
predictions in.
There's a lot of PBE money on the line here if you get a perfect bracket. Just saying.
Plus, if Indy and the Sloss win their first round, we got a rematch of this in the Tahiti.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hadn't looked
We're
at the
set up for
bracket
a
yet.
rematch. I saw somebody in chat say that earlier. I was like,
Ooh.
oh, sweet. This will
That's
make it
fun.
more fun. Rematch.
A rematch, and it's like one game can go any way. It's all about the series. So
Oh, yeah.
this one, but yeah, if you don't know, the Tahini Classic is an annual event. It's a tournament, a winner take all tournament, where every team in the league faces off in a big old bracket, much like a March Madness type deal. And if you get a perfect bracket, Hummus has raised the stakes this year a lot. There's a lot you could win on here, so
You'll be set for PBE life if you get a perfect
that's
bracket.
true. I might have made that much money just overall throughout my career, but I've never had that much sitting in my bank account at any one point. In case you're wondering, it's a lot. There's a lot of zeros after that.
And then we got drafts next week too. So
Yeah.
Thursday's the majors, Saturday's the minors, I believe.
Yes, and then
And then
awards
a
on
week from
Sunday.
Sunday. Yep, I'll be doing the award stream week from Sunday,
Yeah.
week from tomorrow.
So we'll get
Hello, sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt. Fetty
Hey,
ordered me to come in and say hi.
Yeah.
hey,
Welcome, T Stoles.
We did it.
You
We
did
actually did it.
congratulations!
Congrats.
Well deserved, man.
Congrats.
Well deserved.
Hello.
Oh, we got another one.
And Paz.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
I think Fetty's shy, unfortunately. I'm not sure if he's going to be joining.
That's totally fine. We got
I'm
at least
feeling
some people
outnumbered as a
here.
sloth in here.
Somebody's got to keep the clubhouse from burning to the ground.
True.
Yeah.
Also, Stun Gun robbed of MVP. Josh is a fraud. SMH. Man, I got to say, though, Indy's been through a lot. This feels really good to win it. And it was scary after game 2. I won't lie. We were not believing 100%. Oh, by the way, hey, Josh.
No,
I was not
speaking of
robbed.
which,
The whole
Or
party.
you were not robbed. I earned that.
Oh, and Fetty's in here.
But we were able to
Fantastic.
clutch up, and here comes Fetty.
I think the whole city of Indianapolis just joined us.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people there.
It's pretty small.
I was just there for the race, so yeah, I know.
Oh.
Well, congratulations, you guys. Your first World Series in 19 seasons. Second World Series overall. It's like it feels like it's been forever
Yeah.
since you even made an appearance. Been kind of, for lack of a better word, a bit of a bottom feeder team for a bit. But now you're on top.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
the last
dang.
time they won was before I was GM, and that was a long time ago, it feels like.
Yeah,
So,
over 2 calendar years ago.
yeah. Yeah, that was with Miss Obvious at the helm, and then yeah, I'm happy that we finally made it back. Fetty's been super helpful. Everybody on the team's great. We couldn't thank everybody part of Indy for everything that they do. It's awesome. I love the team.
We love you too, Paz.
We do.
Well, you're still new, Scud, so you'll
Oh.
learn to hate me like everybody.
Scott's just a dirty ring chaser is all I've learned from this entire season.
Real. That is
Wow.
so real.
I did it with DVS, my last player. Doing it here, my new player. It's just some things don't change.
But you're in for the long haul here at Indy, though, Scott. That's the thing you got to remember.
So you think?
Nah, Fetty's going to keep you hostage like me.
There's some options available on that contract or something. Scud gonna be asking out here soon. Breaking news.
Tampering on stream?
Scud wants out.
Tampering on stream, eyes.
I don't think he has a single MO, so
I did not sign myself to any single MO.
Hey, with all those past balls, what can you say?
You're stuck with all the pass
Oh.
balls now for a bit.
Dude, I don't know what was wrong with this series. It really felt like someone messed with the catcher.
It was brutal.
like-
Both
That
sides.
was-
I
yeah.
get
20
me
wild
and,
pitches.
Me and Chess are like both going, what the hell?
it.
Like pass ball error.
There was
Uh,
more wild pitches against San Antonio, but they didn't have the run score off of one. Or off the errant
no,
throw.
yeah,
That
it
was a
like
funny one.
completely just
Threw
Scud
it in the
until
left
that
field.
happened.
Yeah. Take a wild guess as who was on the mound during that. It only had to be me.
Well, of course.
Tried to sabotage
Every
it, but
time.
yeah.
Oh man. But fantastic series. For you guys here. Kind of battling back, and I don't know, like, is there anything you're looking for in the future here? I know the off season gets pretty short, so trying to run it back, or
Yeah, I
maybe
mean,
a little bit of a
I mean,
hangover?
No, I think we're going for the first overall pick this year. I think that's
yeah,
I think that's what we
no,
do
just
now.
tank. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we're pretty stuck cap wise. We pretty much have to bring everybody back. Like, that's just how it's gonna end up.
I don't know. I'm locked in the team for a while.
Yeah, you're stuck here too.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm stuck here, I guess, too.
Yeah, everybody's just
built-
trapped forever.
The team was built well.
Yeah.
Just trap
I
us
don't.
all.
I think we only have one free agent, and then I think everybody else is on 2 years plus.
Well, we'll see how regression takes a hold here. I know.
Oh yeah, they'll kill us.
That's gonna just
we got
demolish something.
yeah. So yeah, I think we got what 5, maybe 5 people going in. We got
I mean, I'm in
Josh,
the middle of
Orange,
regression.
Souls, Yurt, and Daboy all going in. I don't think we do. We have any season 39?
Yeah, Jenny, I think.
Jenny's 40.
Actually, no, wait, Jenny was 40. Yeah, Jenny was 40.
Yeah,
Never mind. No,
yeah.
we,
I don't think we have anyone 39. So same
we
five.
traded both our 39s. But one of them did win with Cancun. Shout out Double Dub. They actually won 2 with Cancun, so we need one more to draw level.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Like we'll see if they run it back.
Yeah, one
That's the
step at
goal.
a time. I
Take
mean,
that
we got
victory
here.
lap. I mean, you guys got the Tahini coming up. You know, possible rematch in that as well from this series. So that'll be interesting to look out for. And one
We
step
just
at a
swept
time.
them.
A lot of teams are building.
Come on.
So
We
we're-
swept them in the treehouse, dude. I think we're good.
I will be
Hey.
completely ignored. We'll lose to a minor team.
Disrespect the treehouse.
Well, we did. We disrespected the treehouse on
That's
stream
just
for 3
wrong.
games.
that poor treehouse
That's
got hit by a
Yep.
car.
It's been a pleasure.
I said that before.
Usually the
Uh,
tree wins in that situation, but it sure didn't this time.
Yeah.
No, hats off to you guys. You guys had a hell of a season.
Game 2 was.
Yeah,
a
hats
little
off to the
scary.
Slots as well. I mean, that was a crazy playoff run
Oh,
as
absolutely.
well. I mean,
Yeah.
the first
Yeah.
sub 500 team, I do the loser score median sometimes. I was getting ready to, like, if I was bringing that back soon, which probably will for more PBE money, I need some. I was going to be ready to say, so the Slots are going to lose the score, but then they reset it with a World Series win.
Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to personally congratulate you guys. Not to disrupt the party, but
No,
Oh,
you're
thank
good.
you, Lilo.
yes.
No,
You're
we
good.
will take
Everyone's
all the
here,
praise.
even
I'll go,
Scud.
yeah.
We'll take all the praise for the next few weeks, and then run it back.
We'll
We'll
just
run
beat
it
you guys
back
in the
and do it again.
Tahini. That'll make us even.
That's right.
we
We're
all-
getting you on the rubber match, man. We are.
That's fine.
That's all that matters, Thomas. This doesn't even count.
To be honest, I'm happy that if there was any team we lost to, it's to you guys. So, and Toronto, of course, but that was always gonna happen. So.
True.
Yeah, playoff SAS always scares me. The Slots are a super scary team in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Let's just say we were ecstatic when we beat Toronto. I mean, the clubhouse was nuts.
Yeah, you guys
I was
probably
hoping-
upset a lot of predictions.
Oh yeah, we upset a lot of brackets, I think.
As I said in chat, I was just happy to win a game. You know, just win a game and then hope LATP is good, which
Oh yeah.
it wasn't, but that's okay. that happens. We've had our fair share of good luck already, so.
Eventually, good luck runs out. And it ran out against the best team that we
Just
could
ran
run
out
out
of-
against.
Just ran out of gas just before the finish line.
That's right. We
Final
we hit
lap.
the wall out. We hit the wall out of turn 4 like that rookie did that one year.
Oof.
Coming to the checker with
Oof.
the lead, and he hit the wall. And
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see game 4, but I'm just a little pain that it was so close. Because it's always like that. It's like, if you had won that one. But that's okay.
Yeah, no, that was terrifying.
1 and 4 both were 1-run games. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yep.
Oh
No,
yeah,
I
you know what?
mean,
I gotta
if y'all had
close
took
out the
game 1
stream with
and
a
then
goated
game 2
quote
win
really
that-
quickly. Sorry to interrupt everyone, but listen to the PB. You'll never sleep again. The biggest mistake you could have possibly made was forgetting the Apex. We're about to build something here in Indy, something they've never seen before. You're gonna talk about all these great teams like the
Yeah.
prime Celtics, the prime Patriots. No, you've just picked championships with me, Paz. That's the
Souls
great
Gaulas,
Cowboy quote
LeBron
for
run.
so many years ago.
Well, the last time you guys won, you repeated, so who
Rip
knows?
Cowboy.
Who knows?
possible.
Actually, no. We won and then lost. Doug Dangley had the funny moment.
Oh, wait, let me look back. Actually, maybe you're right.
It was a
Yeah,
loss.
we
and
did
then-
Oh,
make
you're
it
right,
back,
you're
but we
right.
didn't
I thought
win
you
it
repeat-
though.
Well, that's New York and Outer Banks. That was like right before, I think. So that's why I thought. Okay, that's okay.
Doug Dangley's funny moments montage.
Yeah,
I love Doug.
just
Dangley.
really hoping Stun Gun doesn't do that next year. That'd be good.
Wow, you're just jinxing yourself there.
Speak it into
okay.
existence. Let it happen, folks. Man.
I'm curious, Marcus. How did it feel calling the Slots on stream. I'm just very curious
It's
about that.
awkward calling your own team, especially and I've said it before and I'll say it again. The streamer's curse is real. I hit so well when I wasn't.
I'll blame that.
Yeah, I hit one.
That'll be my blame on you.
Exactly. I hit 190 in this series. I mean,
there you go.
It's the streamer's curse. That's what cost us. I should have backed out.
You had every opportunity to back out.
I did. I had plenty of time.
I was the committed one. You could have backed out.
Oh no, I could have backed out. I probably should have. It was fun though, and it's it's like I don't mind whether it's win or lose. I mean, us making it this far was unexpected, and it was an honor to cast it. And like Luma said, I mean, losing to Indy, it's not anything we can hang our heads on. Indy was fantastic this year. I mean, it was deserved.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all went insane too.
We got hot at the right time. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
Just hot enough to make the playoffs, and then just got on fire the first 2 rounds.
And
now we're joining you guys in re-voting for the one overall pick.
Yeah. Yep.
That means Marcus, you're going somewhere I don't know. Okay. I'm not that mean.
I'm waiting to see when they pawn me off for some.
Buy it, trade for like 500K in cap.
Yeah, that's about what I'll get.
Can we make a trade on stream right now?
That's the equivalent of cash considerations.
Are you doing a trade right now? Trade on
or they're going to trade for the actual cash considerations.
Yeah, why not, right? Yeah, technically we could if we wanted to, but we're not going to do that. So. I totally forgot. Like, Pass is a GM, right? I could trade right now if I wanted to.
Yeah, well,
I'm not gonna do that. Don't worry.
Free agency clauses have closed at this point, or at least I hope they have.
Yeah.
Bailey, please close the thread if you have not.
Yeah, it's closed. It's closed.
All right, good. Free agency opens up on Monday.
Monday.
Then it gets exciting. Seeing all the turnover movement.
I do have a Bartholomew Brown jersey for sale if anybody wants one.
I'll trade you my Professor Farnsworth jersey. He didn't pitch at all.
Oh, you pitched in that blowout game. I was like, oh man.
I did. I must have.
You did, yeah. Yeah.
You deservedly
it was like
so.
the 7th inning or something.
I think everyone pitched in that game.
Well, I think. Oh no.
Can I get it signed? Because Bartholomew won't sign mine.
No.
I don't know why he won't sign my jersey.
I think the Jew is warming up in the bullpen in the blowout game.
Position player.
Oh, I was begging for a position player.
That would have been fun. A World Series game with a position player pitching.
If it was the other way around, the Sloths do have one player on the bench that could have done it. Could have been Julius' player entering as a position player.
Yeah. We do have 2 DH.
If you had destroyed us, it could have happened. Yeah. It's happened before, I think.
Huh. In a World Series, though?
Oh, no. Well,
no, definitely not.
I didn't think.
Wait, not World Series. I'm thinking of Hendricks Lamar, but that wasn't a World Series.
Hendricks Lamar.
Never
He was
mind.
ejected in that one game in season 15. That caused the Railroaders to rebrand to the Raptors. Never mind.
Something like that. I don't. I wasn't that far
even
back.
before my time. Like.
All right, forget it. But it caused the Railroaders to rebrand.
Wow.
Fun little
piece
of
crazy
trivia.
Butterfly effect.
It was an ejection of Hendricks Lamar.
I mean, maybe if AJ's listening, could we get a little podcast on that? Do a deep dive.
I think I would be happy to join that. I was in the heart of it.
Get a little deep dive on how an ejection completely changed the franchise.
Oh, I'd listen to that.
The story behind the story.
Caused a mass ban too.
In 60.
A lot of fun stuff happened.
Some of the history of this league is just crazy. Anyhow, it's good to hear that stuff.
If the Sloths won, would they have been the lowest, or the worst regular season record to win? Dang.
Well, we're the only under 500 team to even make it. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
None of them had made the World
So-
Series.
I don't
As
doubt
far as
that.
I know.
Yeah.
There's been, I think the worst before that point was Boise. That was 55 wins, so they came close.
Yeah.
But I mean, our league was in chaos this season.
It was
I mean,
chaos.
aside from Toronto, nobody would.
Oh
take
God.
anything. I mean, it was just
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah. It's what gave me hope. I was like, oh well, only Toronto's really doing that great, relatively speaking. So maybe we have a
Everybody else is
chance.
thinking too.
Why
We've
not?
got a chance.
Just to get in, get that run. But like,
And if you make it in, anything can happen in a 7-game series. It's true.
That is true. You never know.
Yep.
Speaking of which, I have to go watch the Rangers play, which is probably going to make me very sad.
Oh
But,
boy.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
hush,
those
I'm a
Rangers.
Capitals fan, so
I'll be sad no matter the outcome as a Lightning
Oh.
fan.
Aw.
Oh, I'm a Devils fan, so it's pretty obvious who I'm rooting for.
The Rangers.
No, God no. I'm rooting for them to let in own goals.
That's
It
fair.
doesn't really. Yeah, that. I wonder if that's ever actually happened before. Letting it like going in own goal, like in soccer.
Oh, for sure.
Probably someone's been stupid enough to do that.
There's been some crazy ways that games have ended.
I'm sure.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hop on off. Thanks for streaming, you guys.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate it.
Let's get drunk.
Thank you.
Apex
W
Wolves.
stream.
Yeah.
W
out.
playoffs as a whole.
W.
Congrats again, Paz.
Yeah, congrats.
Thanks.
You guys did awesome.
Thanks again, guys.
GG's.
Yes. Thanks. Have a good
And
night.
I'm pretty sure, Moosey, you're doing minors draft?
I am actually doing neither draft.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, AJ's
I was
doing
hoping that
majors
Scud and
and
myself
Nancy's
could
doing
drop
Everybody
in.
took all the drafts from me. I
You
went
were
and
too
looked
slow
and I'm
this
like,
year.
what?
It looks like Naz is doing the minors draft.
Yeah,
So
Yep, Naz has
Okay, so we'll
minors
have
and
to
AJ's
bully our
majors.
former co-GM.
that's the spirit.
Yep. But thanks again, guys, and maybe a rematch next year. Have to wait and see.
Yeah, we'll hope. We won't hold our breath, though. Yeah, Moosey, you took one of my Wednesdays.
You actually
Damn
like
you.
Wednesday? I mean, I'll
Well,
move.
No, you're fine. I've got 4 anyhow, but yeah, Wednesday's like the one night that I'm actually fairly sure I can always make
Yeah,
it.
it's just. Well, AJ
I was like,
took my
damn it, he took
Thursday, so I'm
Yeah,
like,
I saw he took your Thursday. I was
It's like
like,
I
on it,
stream on
AJ.
Thursdays. I'm sorry.
That's
Butterfly
me on
effect, damn it.
Saturdays. I'm definitely sure about
We just
that.
need
So.
a schedule. This person does Tuesday. This person does Wednesday. This person does Thursday. This person does Saturday. Done.
Like,
Call
we're
it a
done.
day.
We know it. I don't take
Except-
all the Wednesdays. I
Well,
only take
except,
3 of
except this season, this upcoming stream season, I'm actually out of town for a good portion of it. I think week 1, I'm out of town.
We still got a lot of openings for like Tuesday and Thursday. There's a ton of those left.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. There's a bunch of slots left.
Well, yeah, you probably see there's a Thursday open because that's probably the Thursday I am
that's
not
the
around.
one you normally would do. Yeah.
It's like I'm in Seattle. I'm sorry.
Just tack into the Mariners as room media.
I might have a conflict on those days, actually.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in Minneapolis for a week, so.
What? The one time you're in my area,
I know.
I'm not here.
When you're not there.
What in the world?
I'll be there the week of the 17th, so I can't do the 19th, so I need to take that off the schedule.
Oh, jeez.
Crap.
I mean, I have thought about doing a stream from using hotel Wi-Fi. It came to my mind once.
I don't know how well that would work. Somehow I think it would be worse than doing it in a subway tunnel. Well, shoot, I do have to find another day now.
Bad. It's so rough. Might as well just be a radio broadcast at that point. All right. File's been uploaded. Now I just gotta go find the link to update that index. Where's my PMs with Enoch? It's so far down at this point. What in the world?
Oh, if you're looking for the... Oh, I was going to say this to how to upload, but that's why I
had
go
to
anyway.
look for the Psyduck. And we're good. Go through the finish upload here. Make everything official. And then we can end stream. And then I can go get dinner.
Nice.
Yeah. But this week's been absolutely crazy for me. So it's just... I'm actually going to go get a tattoo tomorrow, so that'll be fun.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know, I'm crazy.
I can't believe you were getting a Sloss World Series champions tattoo.
I know. I can't believe I already committed to doing.
Already committed. You're a little premature.
I can't change it now.
I can't back out now.
No, but funny enough, I actually am getting a championship tattoo of sorts.
Oh, nice. What is it? Or you want to share?
So, the Professional Women's Hockey League the finals finished up this week, and Team Minnesota pulled out the victory and won the very first Walter Cup. So I'm getting the lead logo and the year tattooed on my arm. So
that's pretty sweet.
I went to the celebration yesterday, got to take some photos with some players, just partied a bunch, and then the draft is actually coming up here on the 10th, so I'll be there for that as well.
Ooh.
So I wanted to get the tattoo in time for the draft because it's like I want to walk that purple carpet and just like point it out and be cool and get photos taken and stuff. But I mean, and it's just like I'm fully invested in this league and such. So
like you go.
We're having a good time out here. Maybe one day I'll commit to getting a PBE tattoo or something like that. Got to put some more thought into it at this point.
Just get a thing of hummus and put on your shoulder.
The hummus. Oh, geez, on the shoulder.
That's right.
Oh, gosh. Oh, man.
Nice,
that's
nice
a prime
big shoulder
real estate.
Yeah, it is. Hummus would be proud.
Oh, man. Hummus would have to pay for that tattoo. Sheesh. I'm not paying for that.
Hey, Hummus, you in?
Like Sabra Hummus on my shoulder. He's paying for it. That's gonna cap my shoulder. But with that, World Series is finished. Indianapolis has taken it in Game 5. Index should be updated at this point. Double check here. Yep, Indianapolis top. San Antonio is on the very top of that index board. Most excellent. All right. Well, does anybody have anybody we could raid? Perhaps anyone? I'm not super familiar with.
Not either. Well, let me look and see.
Let's get some hype for somebody, for some other lovely content creators in the OTP space, and show them some love here as we finish up our World Series.
Yeah, I'm not sure who all streams from OTP. That's probably something I ought to get Enoch or somebody to give us a list.
Well, yeah, it's like some people know the community a little bit better than we do. Like, I do not play OTP in my free time.
Yeah, I think
anybody in chat.
I think OTP is actually on right now.
Yeah, OTP development is on.
I don't know like how far they onto it, but I just see them in my sidebars.
I mean, if they're there, why? We'll go.
Yeah, I mean, you could always do it.
I don't know anyone else, so
I don't know the other two. Right Drew Baca and Ripley. I don't know them.
I should, but.
Maybe we'll throw them a raid here. It looks like they're only 40 minutes in, so.
Yeah, early enough.
There you go.
That works. Well, an honor as always, Moosey. I'll see you next World Series.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully this works if I do this correctly.
Yep, /raid space.
Oh, that's always tough.
Oh, I have to make sure I'm spelling it correctly. My dyslexia hits at the worst times. OTP development.
There it is. Looks right.
All right, there we go.
All right,
we're gonna go give them some love as we finish up our World Series. They're going through their Saturday showdown. It looks like the perfect team. So let's get it, everybody.
Perfecto.
All right. Well, I thank you all for joining us here. Thank you to my lovely mods and the chat, Minerva. And then I believe Cody was there as well. To the Apex and the Sloths for a fantastic series. To my co-host, Mr. DonMarcus. Thank you for joining me here in this booth today. And thank you to everybody for watching. I always love doing the World Series streams. It lets me get my announcer voice out. So, and with that, we'll end stream here. Thanks, everyone.
Good night, everybody.